Quick shot inside the car. I've never been in a Z06, and Chad has been kind enough to take me on a cruise with these new wheels, and my first time in a Z06 Corvette. Exhaust is like a heat wave. It's a heat wave, bro. You can see my shirt.
That I really like to show people is track mode with this car, an absolutely normal driving experience. Okay, so we're gonna put this thing in track, regular track mode, and we're gonna just drive casually.
Because who doesn't drive in track? If you're not driving in track.
All right, well, listen to the engine. This is, I'm not accelerating. Now we're going 40 miles an hour, and the Z06, the RPM range is something, I'll close the windows just a touch. The RPM range is the #1 thing that you have to get used to going from a C8 to a Z06, is you have no idea how much when you should be changing gears. Yeah. Like, what was that? What was that? I didn't do that.
Oh, it randomly did.
It randomly went at 35 miles an hour, downshifted to the point where we're at 4,000 RPM. Just,
that's crazy.
This is just, it is really crazy.
Yeah, okay. That's nothing. I already know it's nothing.
It's like, can I stay under 35?
Goodness.
Turn that off.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's awesome. That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This guy's... Alright, here. Ready to set.
Wow. I could say that I legit felt my cheeks go backwards, like I felt them flapping back a little bit. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Oh yeah.
That's 0 to 60s in how long?
My first try I did was, I got 2.6.
Okay, nice.
But again, we're in track mode, we're not doing anything, and this car is just like angry at everything. And I got this at MSRP, and I was like, you know, ecstatic about that. But then I was very tempted to flip it. You know,
I'm sure.
Because, you know, that would be the correct thing to do financially.
Yeah,
and
I mean, hey, who doesn't want an extra 70K just like immediately?
Right.
Just for getting the car.
Right, exactly. And, you know, part of it for me was, you know, this Aerolari it's my business, and Corvettes are my culture, and there's not a value that you can place on it. You have to value certain things more than money. Once in a while, your kids, your culture, your family, and this is a culture. And of course that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, those downshifts are insane.
Yeah.
For a stock exhaust.
Right. Okay.
It's not a Lamborghini, bro.
Dude, I mean, for real, the car is really that much fun, though.
Yeah.
So, you know, to sell it and, you know, take the money, but then what do you get? You don't have a car.
Yeah.
You have nothing.
What would you get in this place? And like, I've been complacent many times, and looking in the price range of the Z06, there's not much that you could replace that car for.
No,
at all.
No,
at all.
Not even
in
close.
Between the 100, you would have to get to maybe a 2016 GT3 RS and around like 179 range, like, but you're not you're not getting anything close in the 120 to 150 range at all. So this car's incredible for the money. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, and besides, this is they made this engine. Everybody asks, what's your favorite part about the Z06? And of course, my first answer is why aero-lorry wheels. Of course, you know, of course that's a joke though. The real answer for everybody's the engine. Okay, because this engine is just nuts. It's designed specifically for the Z06. They've never done that before, where, you know, they would always slap a supercharger on it, say now it's a Z06 or a Z01 or whatever.
Yeah.
And this engine was ground up. I mean, just unbelievable. GM, when they did the C8, they had to do it so well. I'm talking about the base C8. They had to do it so well, putting it mid-engine, that there could be no complaints. Like, you have to do it that well. And they knocked it out of the park so hard. And then to do the Z06 and do its own flat plane crank engine, that is the highest horsepower V8 engine ever made. Here you go. Like, don't race every guy in a Camry.
Your aero-lorry exhaust tips are freaking sick, man. To go with
those are
the stock exhaust too.
Many different testings and examples of that. When you do a Z06 exhaust, in previous, you know, that's only been around for a short period of time, you change the exhaust, you put some pipes on there that are higher flow, and it sounds like raspy and crappy, and it doesn't sound like the Z06 where, you know, you see every YouTuber on planet Earth being like, the sound, I love the sound. You want to keep that. How do you keep that as so we're on like version 5 right now of this, in order to eliminate drone and do like keep the exhaust sounding exotic, like this. More or less, except extremely loud. And like basically last year that we had a silver car with aero-lorry wheels right here, except it wasn't a Z06.
Right.
This is.
Yeah.
So what I did basically is my number for the Z06 came up and they said, okay, what do you want? And I'm like, well, can I just copy paste my old car onto Z06?
Literally, and as we see, it's the silver flare metallic, same exact car, different wheels, which we're going to go over here in a second.
Right. So the key difference, there's two main differences between a Z06 and a regular Stingray C8. One is the engine, obviously. Two is it's a wide body, which means you get much wider tires. Tires that we've been putting on the base C8, which are 355, 25, 21 tires. We're able to smash those into a base C8 without any rubber or anything. But GM for the Z06 came out with a 345 just for this car and a 21 by 13 inch rear. So because it's a wide body, to get that really flush offset, like come on over here and you'll see how flush that is. So basically the test is if you were to drop a line straight down, it touches the tire.
Yeah,
so that's called perfect fitment.
Literally.
And with the monoblock, which is cheaper, it's harder to get that. So I have been making all of my wheels as two-piece to fulfill the demand that people want. And what we're looking at here is a two-piece setup of the same exact, like again, copy paste, right? The same exact wheel style that I had before, except in a two-piece. And one thing you'll notice here is this is chrome ultra polished down here, and this is UFO glaze polished. They're actually different. They're different colors, slightly. But I like to just have a little bit of a touch of a difference.
Almost like having your own one-off.
Right. So if you go over here, we'll also take a look at the other style, which I did different. Now look at that in the sun. All right, that's in the shade. Here it's the same color, but now look at the sun. That is just gleaming.
Yeah, carbon fiber center cap, which is so cool. And you could also custom this, right? You could custom basically everything about this wheel. I saw street speed, right? Yep, he just got his wheels.
Right, he got his own set of wheels. He designed. He was like, "Can I do this and this and this?" And I'm like, "Sure, whatever. Here you go." He ended up with a center cap that's it's like a center lock center cap, so it's not just a flat.
Similar to the Porsche.
So it comes out and it's basically still got the 5 lug nuts, but it's as if it was a center locking center cap.
What are the wheel set that we have here right now that we're looking at?
This is a Thresher style two-piece.
Okay.
And so it has 21 by 13 rears with the stock tires that come off of the Z06 and a 20 by 10 front. So basically I got to my Z06 and I already had the wheels laying there because go figure I would have wheels before the car. I just take it to my local place and I say I would like these wheels on this car.
Yeah.
And they say sure. And so they reuse all the tires and everything. And next thing you know, I'm just here I am. I didn't do anything else.
Same tires, same stock tires.
Exactly. These are the 345, the 25, 21.
What? You don't have to buy new tires?
No, this is the same exact tire.
That's gonna save people tons of money right there.
On the other side is the crosswind two-piece, which is the same exact crosswind style as before, except re-engineered completely to be a two-piece. About 50% of people do when they're buying wheels for their base C8 this is a 20 front, 21 rear, which you can get for your base C8, but the stock tires are 19 front and 20 rear.
Gotcha.
So when people ask me like, what should I do? I say, well, question number one, do you want to spend money on new tires?
Right.
Well, no. Okay, well, here's a 1920 setup that all you do is you take the wheels to your local place and you say, I would like these wheels on my car and I'm not spending any more money on tires. There you go, boom.